welcome to the Get Ready with God podcast. My name is Julie Taylor and I am your host. And I am not God, obviously. I'm not an expert. I'm not even a scriptorian. I'm literally just a girl sitting in front of a microphone hoping God's real. The Get Ready with God podcast is the daily devotional podcast to help you see divinity in every day. I know a lot of us say that we're recovering people pleasers. It's become kind of trendy, but it's true. I am one. I am a recovering people pleaser and also like a recovering savior complex, like really thinking I have to save everyone, fix everything. It's really gotten me into some bad positions in life. And it's also made it so my relationships are a little tricky because I think that I only have worth and value in a relationship if I'm providing like service and saving someone and helping someone. And while I do really love to prioritize service and helping others, that can't be like where I'm getting all of my worth from. That's a dangerous game to play. So, we're recovering from all of that. And it's a gift. It's a gift and a curse because I really do love about myself how deeply I love and care for other people and want to help other people. I think that's a really good part of me. But it's also made it so that I see people as victims a lot and I see people as not capable. And I think it's like my job to help them. And in my need to find my own value and worth, I sometimes can negate another person's worth or capabilities. And how this plays out looks like this. Like if someone goes through something, I'm just going to give a very practical example. One of my nieces was playing a state soccer game and they lost the game in the last minute. And I mean, it was like the state championship. And I don't even remember the details. And I don't know enough about soccer to even explain the situation now. But they lost the game in a really sad way. And I was devastated. I love my niece. I love my nieces and nephews like I can't even explain. And I was devastated for her. And we were driving home from the game and I was telling Ryan is my husband, how I just didn't think that she'd ever come back from this. And I was like, she's not going to come back from this. Like that is so devastating. That is so terrible. She's not going to be okay. Because this loss was like really, really brutal. I'm not doing it justice again because I don't know how to talk about soccer. And it was a long time ago. It was many years ago. And he was just like, what are you talking about? She's going to be fine. She's going to be fine. She's going to shake it off and she's going to be okay. And she's going to come back from this. And I remember at the time thinking that he was being a little bit dismissive to the gravity of the situation. Like this was a really big deal. It was a really big hit, a really big loss. And spoiler alert, he was right. She rallied. She came back. She's fine. She's a beautiful, successful, wonderful person today who was not taken out of life because of a high school soccer game. But the thing is, in my effort to like love and validate and help, what I actually sometimes do is cross over into not trusting people to be capable of being resilient and overcoming. And I know one of the big questions that we always ask is like, how does God let bad things happen to people? Like how, if he's a loving parent, how does he sit back and watch really bad things happen, really hard things happen? And why doesn't he save people from the suffering? And valid question. And I think as a parent myself, my gut reaction is always to save my kids from hard things. Like I don't want them to go through the hard things. But if every hard thing I ever went through was removed, I would be a shell of a person, right? Like going through the hard things, building that resilience, having that life experience is what makes us like fulfilled, successful, thriving human beings. And so by robbing people of that opportunity, we're actually causing harm. And I think that one, God respects our agency. So sometimes things happen because of other people's agency, but also I think that having hard things in life is how we build resilience and find fulfillment and true peace and success. And so when I learn from the divine and how the divine teaches me, I believe that when hard things or challenging things happen, it's not necessarily a punishment, but a witness of God's trust in me. God trusts me to overcome that. God has faith in me to be capable of handling this. And I think that's such a more invigorating, inspiring way to view each other is when my friend tells me something really hard is going on rather than validating, oh my gosh, this is right. This is going to destroy you. This is so hard. I'm so sorry. This is so terrible. There's like a balance of that compassion and that empathy, if it applies, but like really feeling and not dismissing of like, this is really hard. And also you're really capable. And I wish you didn't have to go through it. I wish you didn't have to handle this, but I'm actually not concerned. I'm actually not stressed because I know that you're fully capable. And that is an inspiring way to show up for friends. And I think that is how God has shown up for me, where I don't feel dismissed. I never feel like God is just saying, oh my gosh, get over it. Oh my gosh, pull it together. That's not how I ever feel. But I do feel like God says, I'm going to help you, but you can do this. You can actually do this. Looking back on my grief experience, I've had some people who know grief well, who that was kind of their mentorship to me, was they didn't treat me like I was broken. They treated me like they acknowledged the devastation and the tragedy for what it was, which was life-altering, heartbreaking, hopelessly tragic, terrible, awful, no bright side. And they really let me know that I was going to be okay and that I was going to get through it. A lot of days that gave me the strength to be able to, because I knew that these people that I loved and respected had faith in me. Anyway, just another, it's kind of like a lesson from divinity that I've experienced is I think God views me as capable and willing. And if we view each other that way, I think we're going to build something better than just validating, victimizing, and commiserating and staying stuck in our pain and stuck in the tragedy. And when I say tragedy, I even small stuff, everyday stuff. One way that I'm working through my need to find worth and value through saving people is understanding this shift. And God sees you as capable. God trusts you to overcome. God believes in your resilience. And so we need to do that for each other too. And I think it will help us help each other rise to the occasion and really turn all this crappy stuff we're carrying, because truly everyone is carrying really hard stuff. No one is spared. But if we do this, we can turn it into something and build something better. I am blinded by the light right now. If you're watching this video, the sun has come out, unfortunately. Something about me is I hate the sun. I want it to be cloudy all the time. Love you, bye.